Okay, in order to solve an absolute value equation whenever you have two equations that are two absolute value symbols on either side of the equal sign, you actually have to split this up into two different equations. So the first thing you do is write the equation just like you see it without the symbols at all. So 3x plus 5 equals 3x plus 4. The second way is to write it down, and everything after the equal sign, you're going to change all those signs. So that's going to be 3x plus 5 equals negative 3x minus 4. You just change all the signs inside. So then you have two different equations that you have, so a lot of times you'll get two different answers, and I'll talk about why I say a lot of times in a moment. So the first thing you need to do on this first one is get all the x's together. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So opposites cancel. 5 equals opposites cancel 4. If you notice, the variables just canceled each other out. There are no variables left to solve for. So that's why I said earlier that sometimes you'll have two answers, sometimes you will just have the one answer. Which is what I'm about to get. On this one, we have to add 3x to both sides. So I get 6x plus 5. Sorry, my computer glitched. Equals opposites cancel negative 4. I subtract 5 from both sides. So that gives me 6x, opposites cancel, equal negative 9. Divide by 6. Top cancels with bottom. So x equals, you've got to simplify all fractions, so you can divide these by 3. So 3 over 2. So negative 3 over 2 is the only answer for this absolute value equation. The next one, again, because you have absolute value signs on both sides of the equal sign, you have to split it into two different equations. So the first one is to just write it down like it looks. 6y plus 4 equals 2 minus 3y. And then the next one you write down in front of the equation, you leave that alone. And everything after the equation, you change a sign. So it'll become a negative 2 and a positive 3y. So on this first equation, you have to add 3y to both sides because you've got to get your y's together. So 9y plus 4, oops, sorry, that doesn't look like a 9. 9y plus 4 equals 2, and then opposites canceled here. Now I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. So I get 9y equals negative 2. Divide both sides by 9. Top cancels with bottom. This does not simplify, so I've got negative 2 over 9. Okay, so that's one answer. On the next one, I'm going to go ahead and put my y's together, so I have to subtract 3y from both sides. So that's going to give me 3y plus 4 equals, bring down the negative 2, opposites cancel, subtract 4 from both sides. So 3y equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 3. Top cancels with bottom. Y equals negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So my two answers are y equals negative 2/9 and y equals negative 2. Okay, on the next one, same thing. Because I have absolute values on both sides of the equation, I'm just going to go ahead and write the first one just like it looks. 4y plus 2 equals 4y minus 5. And this one, I'm going to keep whatever's in front of the equal sign, leave it alone, change everything after it, so it's going to be a negative 4y and a positive 5. So on the first equation, I'm going to subtract 4y on both sides. opposites cancel, 2 equals opposites cancel, -5. Okay, that's not going to be any part of my answer. The next one, I'm going to add 4y to both sides. So I get 8y plus 2 equals opposites cancel 5. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. So 8y equals 5 take away 2 is 3. Divide both sides by 8. Top cancels with bottom. This fraction does not simplify, so 3 over 8 is your actual answer.